Hi, I'm Victor Antonio, and welcome to my new series called Getting Referrals. In other words, how do we grow our businesses through referrals? Now, here's some fascinating data that I think you might find interesting. 65% of companies admit that they get their businesses through referrals. They get more businesses through referrals, word of mouth, people sending business their way. But they also admit, 79% admit that they don't have a process for getting referrals. They may have a sales process, but they don't have a process for getting referrals. The question is, why not? Well, that's what we're going to cover in this series. We're going to talk about why is it that we don't have a referral system set up. If you currently don't have one, this video series is just for you. Also, why is the one thing, but how about where do we find these referrals? Where do we go to find these clients? Where can we begin to get referrals? And lastly, we're going to talk about how do you go about getting referrals? See, knowing where you have clients that are very satisfied, how do you approach them? How do you ask them for referrals in such a way that they don't push back? That's what we're going to talk about. So, in summary, what we want to talk about in this series is how do you grow your business through referrals? We all know that it's easier to grow our existing business through our existing customer base than going out and getting new business to new customers. So what we're going to talk about is basically how do we do it? How do we go about getting new referrals? Where do we find these clients? And how do we approach them so they're more likely to give us a referral as opposed to not giving us one? But we're also going to talk about your mindset. In other words, why are you hesitating in asking for referrals? Many salespeople simply don't even ask for referrals. In fact, over 70% of salespeople never ask for referrals. Think about that for a second. So this series is dedicated to getting referrals, what you need to do mentally, how you need to think about it, where do we find the right people, the clients that are more likely to give us referrals, and how do we approach them so they feel comfortable giving us referrals. Let's jump into the series. Let's go to our next video.